Alright, I'm going to move this, because we are live. Alright. Cool. We're live. We have the Kings. We have the Vipers. Kings are at the Vipers. Alright, so we're going to let people mosey on in while I get everything set up. I am subbing in for Dust today. He is out of town, so I am going to be your simmer for tonight. So that should be pretty fun and exciting. Yeah, so while that's happening, Omaha has a 31% chance. So let's do a prediction for about 2 minutes of over under winning team having 20.5 points. We'll do that for 2 minutes while I get us our weather and wind for the game. Simmer. It's clear and it's low winds. Our game setup has a clear, low winds. We're going to make it daytime because it's our first game. And we are in Omaha. So we're going to go to New York. I don't know why. I just feel it. As people start to mosey on in. Got someone rooting for the Kings already. Love it. For some weird reason, Windows 11 has overwritten all my ads. So Brendan Gunner's going to get that one to about the 30. Kolovecno is going to throw that one. I don't know if I got the right. Gunner makes a man miss on the comeback route, and he is going to take it to the house. Memphis draws first blood on a quick throw to Brendan Gunner. Andrei Kovalenko. Yeah. It's going to be 1-for-1, and Botterman's kick is wide. It's high winds, dude. It's no good. So I got to fix that's okay. Boderman to kick this one off, and so now Omaha is going to have a chance to reply as Damian Chambers gets to the 33. And that one's going to be hit as he's throwing. Wilson with nowhere to go. A.J. Wilson's 0 for 1. They have no running back. They have a Boderman. So anytime you see his hero, that's a Boderman. They're a robot, not a human, as Riley is going to get the tackle for a loss. Ignatius Riley. And there's a flag here. I think it's an offside, so it's a free play, and I think they're going to take advantage of it. Boderman's hit with the offside, so it's 3rd and 9. Mertzi is showing up there. Not sure why. There's a blitz coming in for Wilson, who's throwing on the run, and that one's going to be incomplete. It's 4th and 9. Omaha is going to have to punt this one away. And it's a deep punt there, as no name, or new name? I should know this. I should actually memorize the rosters. I will do that for Saturday's game. Kovalenko again. Finds Boderman this time. Boderman gets the block and gets the first down. Okay, just want to make sure I haven't screwed anything up. Kovalenko again, hit while throwing, and it is picked here by Boderman. That tackle while being thrown was enough to throw him off balance, and the Vipers looking to try and get something from there. Wilson in an empty set has time and throws it away. A.J. Wilson is 0 for 4. Boderman. And it's 3rd and 8. I think this is going to be a 3rd down give-up run. No, Boderman is not going to see that, and they're going to run. Boderman jukes, and he gets a first down. Boderman again gets a yard here, and it's 2nd and 9. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Boderman nowhere to go, as Ignatius Riley will get a tackle for a loss here. There have been 5 plays on the drive. The rushing plays have netted 1 yard. Passing is average 20. So I'd stick with passing, as Faith is going to... Oh, God, I should know this player's first name. Faith is going to get a tackle for a loss, resulting in a punt, and that one's going to sail out of the end zone for a touchback. And that one's going to be dropped there. Andrei Kovalenko has thrown 89 yards, 1 interception, 1 touchdown. The interesting thing is that outside of Brandon Gunner's 80-yard touchdown, he has thrown 9. Now he's thrown a couple more. He's thrown 15. 6-2 coming in from the Omaha Vipers. Live by the 6-2, die by the 6-2, and it actually gets a deflection off, so it's 4th and 2. They're going to bring out Boderman to punt. This could give the Vipers a really good field position to work with. So that one's going to be muffed, and so that field position that they were hoping to get is mitigated down to the 25. Five-man rush coming in from the Kings as Boderman gets 4. Botterman. The running back gets nowhere. Mert C will get the tackle for the loss here. Fun fact, the user Mert C's player is not Mert C. It reminds me of another player, which was when Gurren created the wide receiver TLK, who also played for the Kings, funnily enough. As name is going to get here to 35. Omaha has not been able to do anything on offense. That Brandon Gunner touchdown has been the only score we have seen tonight. Both offenses looking very anemic. But we shall see how it goes. Empty set here. Kovalenko finds Botterman. Botterman gets the first. And Andrei Kovalenko has broken the century mark for the game in the first quarter alone. Comeback route to Gunner. We've seen that one work before. This time it gets 9. The DB or the safe or the linebacker was able to make that tackle and prevent him from taking it to the house. It's going to get tackled for a loss there. He is playing fullback or running back, I don't know. Oh no, he's playing running back. As Gunner gets the first here in double coverage, the big tight end. And Gunner is lined up at wide receiver. I stand corrected. Short pass out to Botterman. Hello, Krypton. How's it going? Four-man rush coming in. And Botterman is going to get a short gain. I'm doing all right. It's game night, and I'm simming for once, so it's kind of fun to be back. 6-2 coming in from the Vipers as this is the last play of the quarter. No. The clock has not moved. Like at all. Like it's not moving. So we'll see what happens after this play. If it's still at 2 seconds after this, I'm going to have to restart the game. Otherwise, then we'll be perpetually in a first quarter until the heat death of the universe, and I, for one, am not here for that. Yeah, this is strange. If anyone else is seeing this, we'll see what happens after this play. This is a do or die. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to restart this game. Because we are perpetually in the first quarter, and this actually falls outside of the purview of our restart rules, which it prevents us from getting stats, so we'd have to restart it anyway. That's a new one. I'm gonna have to send Danny that. That's just interesting. Like, I don't know if anyone else saw that, but that was wild. So let's try it again. Luckily. Like, if it does this again, then I don't know what to tell y'all. Except something's broken and I gotta figure out what. You already have a prediction going, so let's just play a game. Bring back unconfidence, something. I've never seen that before either. In fact, I'm gonna do something really interesting. So here we go again. Yeah, but then they scored and the clock still stopped. I was given until the score. Oh, I gotta change the camera angle. My apologies, folks. There we go. And so this is, I've let the dev team know. And so Bottomman's going to get this. Clock didn't seem like it moved there either. Guys, what is going on? Alright, folks, son of a gun. Bet you that's what's going on. Let me just check something. Pinned and simmer really fast. I bet you that's what did it. I don't know why the clock speed was set to 1. There we go. That'd be it. And there's a pick here by Faith. As Bottomman gets a short gain here, it's 2nd and 5. Bring back in confidence. Solid. From the gun here is Kovalenko, and he just throws it away. That explains why the first quarter took forever. And that one's going to miss the player, so Bottomman's going to have to recover this at the 25. Omaha's kicking is good. Kick returning, not so much. Or punt returning. Oh, also, Dave, we have a new create. If you could throw him up on waivers, that would be wonderful since you're here. As Bottomman gets first down. If he can't, I'll do it later. I don't know if you're out and about. 3-man rush. Wilson has time and dropped. Flag here. Probably an offside, so it's a free play, as that one's going to be a flag for an offsides, and it will be accepted in the 2nd and 5. Wilson has time, throwing deep. His man beat his DB and just couldn't come down with it. It's 3rd and 5. Wilson back to pass, and it complete. 4th and 5, so after a good start, the Omaha Vipers drive fizzles out. Baglishi with a embroidered punt. That one's going to be a touchback, I believe, and it is. Kovalenko gives it to Bottomman. Kovalenko again finds Bottomman. It's 3rd and 3. Hike. 6-2 coming in from Kovalenko. Complete. Wilson finds Botterman. Does he have the first? No, he's a yard short. It's 2nd and 1 at the 50. And that's the end of the first quarter. Wilson back to pass. Finds Botterman, who beats his man but can't keep the momentum, so it's going to be a 1st and 10 at the 39. Wilson's 4 for 9, 58 yards, and 1 interception. And that one is volleyballed out of bounds. Pitch to Botterman. Botterman finds a little bit of room, sends a ragdoll flying, and it's 3rd and 6. Wilson back to pass. Botterman catching it in a sea of Memphis Kings. And A.J. Wilson is now looking at the red zone. They give it direct snap to Botterman. He is met behind the line by Ignatius Riley. And that's a tackle for a loss of 1. Wilson back to pass. On the comeback route, and just miscommunication there. It's 3rd and 11 at the 14. Wilson back to pass, and it's a fumble. Name is going to recover it. And so what started off as a red zone drive has given Memphis new life. Huge fumble and fumble recovery by the Kings. There is a hold coming in, I think, making this 1st and 20. Jerry McQueen is hit with that hold. Kovalenko has time, finds Gunner. Kovalenko finds Botterman. Kovalenko finds Botterman again, and we hit the 2-minute warning, 4th and 4. And so this one's going to get to 35. Last time they had the ball, it ended in a fumble. Let's see if this can go better. Wilson's throwing it deep. But no good. A.J. Wilson's pass is incomplete. Comeback route here. Chambers, who's been quiet all night, is going to get that one, and he gets them to the 44. It is now 3rd and 2. 6-2 coming in from the Kings. Wilson's holding on to it and just throws it into the middle of nowhere. And so it's 4th and 2. No Name gets to the 20. Kovalenko, back to pass, and he complete. Throws it over the head of their wide receiver. Neither team has done much in this iteration of the game. There are those who say I robbed the Kings, but I kind of assumed we were having a break, so that's on me, and I apologize. As we hit to the 40 with Gunner. Kovalenko back to pass. Finds Botterman. And Gunner over the middle is going to get to the 40. Memphis burns their first timeout with 43 seconds left in the half. Can they get a score going into the tunnel? Kovalenko finds Boderman, making them go to 35. Memphis burns their second timeout. Kovalenko back to pass, deep bomb, and Brandon Gunner catches it. That is a touchdown for Memphis. It is 6-0. Can Boderman make this kick? Kick is up and good. Boderman's kick is good. It is 7-0 going into the tunnel probably, as there are 30 seconds left in the half, although Omaha can surprise you. And Omaha will be getting the ball to start off the second half. As Damian Chambers gets this one, he has now returned the ball more than he has received the ball. Let's see if that can change. Watch number 83 out on the left. Wilson back to pass, and just throws that one away. Didn't like what he was seeing. 7 seconds have burned away since the kickoff. A.J. Wilson is 6 for 16 for 89 yards and an interception. This one, though, is going to also be incomplete. And Boderman's nowhere to go. Mert C gets the tackle for a loss. It's 4th and 13, 10 seconds left. They're going to punt, and that'll probably do it for the half. As No Name is going to get this one. And let's start the second half. 7-0. If you predicted on the under, it's looking good. If you predicted on the over, it's looking bad. Wilson gives it to Boderman. Boderman, nowhere to go. Boderman again, nowhere to go. Ignatius Riley is going to get the TFL. Wilson back to pass, gives it to Boderman, and that'll do it for the drive. It's 4th and 8. Memphis looking to tack on more points after their score last time. Daglish is going to punt this one away to the 20. Name is going to get this one to the 30. Kovalenko finds Gunner. And it's 2nd and 4. Unconfidence. It's going to get 2 there. Bring back Unconfident. Confizé. As Boderman gets a first down there. Kovalenko gives it to Boderman. And it's 2nd and 5. Go! And incomplete there. Kovalenko has time, finds Gunner. Gunner on the comeback route, makes a man miss, and he'll get them into, I think, Boderman's field goal range. Let's see what happens. Kovalenko back to pass, finds Gunner. It's 2nd and 2. (6-2) coming in from the Vipers. They give it to Unconfidence, Beitzer. And Smokefish is going to get the tackle for a loss. 6-2 coming in. Wide open is Brandon Gunner, and he is going to score, making this a 2-score game. Kovalenko has been near perfect, throwing 18 for 24, 2 touchdowns, and 185 yards. Boderman's kick has not been perfect, though, as it is wide and it'll be missed. And so Chambers is going to look to see what they can do as A.J. Wilson and the Vipers offense take the field once more. As Chambers gets a first down. He's typing him up and saying he's the one to watch, and he really is. He's just that good of a wide receiver. The problem is he's the only wide receiver. As we hit the 4th quarter, what do you people in chat think? 4s in chat? Wilson is Boderman. Chambers, he's showing up big. Quick pass out here. It's going to be incomplete. Our next game coming up, by the way, for those watching at home and waiting for when's my team, it's going to be Nightmares and Narwhals. So that should be a lot of fun. Nightmares looking to secure their first win. Narwhals looking to keep their streak going. Although it's week 2, so literally both of these games have one team looking for their first win. Now it's incomplete. Brandon Gunner. (6-2) coming in from the Vipers, and Brandon Gunner can't come down with it. And so it's 4th and inches. Are they staying or they're going for the punt? Should be a bottom and Royd. No, but it's actually a decent one. We'll go out of bounds at about the 22. And so Wilson back to pass, looking to make some magic happen. Happy is going to get that one. We haven't seen his name at all. Grayson Yates is hit with a hold, and it is going to be accepted. It's 1st and 20. Go! Wilson back to pass. And incomplete. And Boderman on Boderman, and another hold on Grayson Yates. That's going to make it 2nd and 30. We are looking at a possible safety watch here. A.J. Wilson back to pass. Blitz coming. And just throws that one into the ground to avoid the safety. Wilson. Blitz coming. Finds Boderman. Boderman gets a short gain. It's 4th down, so Omaha's going to burn their first time out. They're staying out on the field, trying to make some magic happen for 26 yards. Wilson has time. Flag here. It's going to be declined. It's going to be a turnover on down. Grayson Yates hit with a 3rd hold, which you'd think matters, but there's actually 5 different Grayson Yates, so odds of it being the same OL are slim, as Uncomphas's, I should learn that name. Bring back Uncomphas Beitzer is going to get a run, and Memphis is going to hit the 2-minute warning. He's now rushed for neutral yards, and then he's tackled for a loss here by Boderman. And unconfident again. And so they're going to bring out Boderman to go for the field goal. 4th and goal. Omaha's defense holds, and the kick is wide. It's high winds, dude. It's no good. The chip shot and the Boderman are two of our rivalry almost as much as, I don't know, give me a team prolonged success. Nearly picked there. 54 actually jumps out of the way to avoid what could have been a pick six. And Wilson's got another chance. Whew. He's not throwing well now. It's 3rd and 10. He is shaking. He's 11 for 29, 116 yards and 1 interception. Hasn't been able to get anything going. Wilson has time. Throwing there, up the sideline. Do they give it to Boderman? No, he's short. It's 4th and inches. I think they're going to give it to Boderman here. No, they're not. Wilson's going to throw. Boderman drops it, and that's going to do it. Omaha's out of timeouts. Memphis is going to just kneel this one out. It is 13-0. Kings win and advance to 1-1. Both these teams go to 1-1. So we're on to game 2. If you bet the under, all one of you, then you're good to go. All right. Who is the GOAT of SCFSL? Deepest Jimbo. Not even a doubt in my mind. All right. So let's go game 2. Which is Deepest played for the Flamingos and the Wallabies. Yes. Oh, we can do a stadium game. Game announcements. It is Narwhals are at the Nightmares. Fantastic. All right. Our experts have Barcelona as the heavy favorites. But if there's one thing I've learned, never bet on that. So let's do an indoor stadium. Never do. We'll do here. Indeed. All right. So Narwhals are your defending champions, looking to make it a repeat. They've started off strong, so we shall see what happens. Boderman is the wide receiver 1, though. He's going to get to the 30. Not even. 28. Kraus back to pass, and Boderman can't come down with it. Quick pass out to Boderman. Go! 6-2. And incomplete. So a quick 3 and out from the Narwhals are going to give Barcelona a chance to try and rally back. And the free safety is a Boderman, so they're going to get next to nowhere. And so Vidal Satan takes under center. As there is a bunch left, Boderman gets it. Out of the 3 people, they throw to Boderman, and that's a first down at the 50. Who in my eyes is the best team logo? Ooh. That's tough. Satan back to pass. I personally love the Nightmares logo. I think it's fantastic. But like, I don't think. Satan back to pass. Has time. Throwing deep. Incomplete. And it's 3rd and 10. See, I'm also biased because I've made some of the logos, so I'm not sure I can answer that question. And now it's going to be incomplete. It's going to be a punt here. It's 4th and 10 after a good start by Vidal Satan. It falls apart with multiple incompletions. Moxie Crawford, though, is going to boot this one away. So I'll answer it with, I will eliminate any logo I designed. So that takes out the Knights, it takes out the Venom, takes out the Flamingos. I think the Silver Eagles is probably my current favorite. Crouch back to pass, although I do love the new Aliens logo. I love them all. I really do. It's hard to pick. It's not one I don't like. Crouch back to pass. Boderman makes a man miss and gets a first. I'll be right back. I'm just going to turn on some lights so I don't burn out my eyeballs. Crouch back to pass. Kraus has time, finds Boderman, and nowhere to go. It's a tackle for a loss here by Boderman. No worries then. I was going to say, if you were around, get it. If not, don't worry about it. Dave was kind of my goal. I figured you were either out and about or not. Figured if you weren't. But I got it. I figured because Dust's out of town. Kraus back to pass. Blitz coming. And just throws it into triple coverage. Gets away, luckily, without a pick. And it's 4th and 10. Boderman to punt this one away, and this is going to roll back for a touchback. So Vidal Satan and the Barcelona Nightmares are going to start at the 20. Satan back to pass, and I don't know what that was. That was a play breaking down in real time, folks. Satan is 1 for 5 for 20 yards. Well, 19. Just about 20 yards. Satan, quick pass here, and over the head of their player. I don't know what Satan's stats are. Satan again, and finds Gunther. But it's 4th and 2. Moxie Crawford throwing this one out of bounds. Not throwing. Moxie Crawford kicking that one really well. And Boderman's going to get to the 40. I should stop speaking. I'm not saying the right things. Kraus back to pass. Deep bomb one-on-one. Botterman can't come down with it. These have been very low-scoring games. Kraus again. And that one's going to be incomplete. Billy Mays is hit with the false start here. That's going to make it 3rd and 15. Kraus back to pass. Short one to Botterman. Botterman gets blocked up by a player. Something that we will not see in the 23 version. And we hit 4th down and 7 as the quarter ends, and it is now the second quarter. 0-all. As our two international Dev League games face off. Dev League teams, not Dev League games. Ignore most of the words I say. It'll make for a better time all around. Del Satan gives it to Rebu. Rebu with nowhere to go as Mr. P. I should know what Mango P. There we go. Get that one. Satan play action and throws it away. Doesn't like the read. Millie Willer is shown as having been credited with a deflection there. Satan throwing, and Eric Gunther's got it and is short of the first down. It's 4th and inches. Are they staying out, or no, they're punting it? This is where DG would yell at them to go for it, you cowards. Kraus back to pass. Finds Botterman. Botterman up the sideline with a good chunk of yards there. He gets past the 50. No, he gets to the 50. He steps out, but where he steps out. Kraus is 7-15 for 72 yards. Nothing but Bottermans. You combine these two teams, they'd be a force as Botterman steps out of bounds and gets the first. Narwhals are driving. Kraus back to pass. Botterman again. This time, 2 Nightmares are there to meet him, but not before he gets 9 yards. So it's 2nd and 1 at the 30 as the 2-minute warning is hit. So they were showing a 6-2 before. They're not showing us. They're showing a 5-3 now. Kraus back to pass, has time, and Botterman again. Kraus back to pass, and incomplete. You're being bullied by a Botterman. Yes, you are. As Kraus back to pass, finds Botterman again, and it's 4th and 6. The real question is, who is their kicker, and can Botterman make this? It is a chip shot, so they have the range, but will they have the accuracy? They will, and a Curry's on the board, 3-0. Gunther gets to the 35. Kraus Botterman, best duo ever. It's a pretty good duo. Although I think Satan can find a wide receiver like Gunther and just start passing that way, Barcelona can get back into this as there are 55 seconds left in the half. Barcelona just shy of 50. Satan has time, throwing is Gunther. Gunther makes a man miss, pushes him forward, gets a first down, and Barcelona burns their first timeout with 37 seconds. Satan back to pass again. Short one out to Rebu. Rebu's going to get 3. And Barcelona's going to burn their second timeout. Moxie Crawford is a stronger kicker than Boderman. So they do have a little bit of a chance to tie it up. Satan hit while throwing and incomplete. Nearly picked there. Satan back to pass. Throwing short to Rebu. And so they're going to stroll out Crawford with 20 seconds left on the 4th down. Crawford's kick is up and wide. They shank it to the left a little too far. The 48-yarder has the power and not the accuracy. It's high winds, dude. It's no good. And there's a flag here of a false start on Billy Mays. Barcelona does start with the ball in the second half, though, so they really just have to contain Kraus. Another flag here. It's an offsides this time. Kraus has a free play, and he's going to accept it. So it's 2nd and 3. Big Daddy is hit with that offsides. Kraus back to pass. Hit while throwing. 4 seconds left in the quarter as it is 3rd and 3, and this is likely the last play of the half. And that one's going to be incomplete. So let's go to the second half as the Nightmares will be starting with the ball. Dennis Multoid Man has not made an appearance yet. No, I have not seen his name mentioned. Doesn't mean he hasn't done things, but I just haven't seen it. TLK, how old are you? I'm 31. Fidel Satan back to pass. Quick one out. Multoid Man, we were just talking about him, and there he is. Dennis Multoid Man will get a first down and get them past the 50. Quick pass out to Boderman, the fullback. This fullback's going to get 9, no, 10. Satan gives it to Rebu. Rebu makes a man miss with a juke outside, and he's going to get 6. 7. 2nd and 3 for the Nightmares. Yeah, I'm 31, married. Wide open and dropped! I don't know who that was, but they catch that. It's a touchdown. Satan feeling the pressure and just can't get it happening. It's 4th and 3, and so Moxie Crawford's coming out for a redemption. Another long ball. Let's see if they can make it this time. Kick is up. Doesn't look like it has the same angle, and it'll be good for 45 yards. Barcelona ties it up. Cruz back to pass. Finds Boderman. Four-man rush coming in from Barcelona. There's an offsides here. Cruz has got a free play, and they give it to Boderman, and it's a first down. That penalty will be declined. And so Botterman gets 8. (6-2) coming in, and a false start from Billy Mays is going to make it 2nd and 7. Knocking back 5 of those 8 yards gained. Cruz back to pass, feeling the pressure. Botterman jumps out of the way of the ball, and it's 3rd and 7. What's your favorite Dev and Major team? Well, Dev team, I'm biased because I ran the Nightmares for years. Wide open is Botterman, and he's got a first down. So, I mean, I've got a soft spot in my heart for the Nightmares. As for Majors, oof, I don't know. Like, favorite how? I mean, right now it's the Lions because I run the Lions. But Kraus back to pass. Botterman makes 2 Nightmares look silly, and he fumbles. Huge fumble there as Botterman recovers at the 5. What could have been an absolutely disastrous play strikes gold for the Nightmares. Satan gives it to Rebu. Rebu outside gains a yard, gets a gain of 1. Satan back to pass. Wide open is Gunther, and they get out of safety watch. So there are 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Botterman, the fullback, is going to get some good yards there. And we hit the 4th quarter. We have a tie game, so let's get some 4s in chat. 6-2 coming in. Satan back to pass, has time. And it's a pick here by Millie Willer. One-on-one coverage. Vidal Valor is getting a pick on her record. Not Vidal Valor, but Del Satan. Botterman catches it, steps out of bounds, and just short of the 1st, it is going to be 2nd and inches. I'm going to take a drink of water. Kraus back to pass. And incomplete. Stay hydrated, folks. Hydrate or you dihydrate. 3rd and inches here. And incomplete as it bounces off the hands of Botterman. And a roid punt from Botterman is going to make this a touchback and leave one lucky fan with a ball. Satan back to pass. Incomplete there. I think that was Rebu who couldn't come down with it. Del Satan is 10 for 21. 1 interception, 125 yards. And just a miscommunication there is going to make it 3rd and 10. Satan back to pass. And Botterman comes down with it in what should have been probably a 2nd pick. Satan back to pass, has time. Throwing in double coverage, just real heads up play there. Del Satan just short of 150 yards. And Dennis Multoid Man again. He's going to get them past the 50. He's been doing that tonight twice. Last time he did it, they got a score. We'll see what happens. Pitch out to Rebu. Rebu met behind the line by Botterman. Satan back to pass. Wide open. There's a flag here. It's coming back on a hold. As Zeus Rebu is hit with it. Making this 2nd and 21. Making this a lot harder to get into Moxie Crawford's range. Satan back to pass. Has time, throwing deep to the outside and just can't come down with it. It's 3rd and 21. Offsides here, they've got a free play. And Rebu's not going to get enough. They're going to accept the penalty, I believe, making it 3rd and 16. Millie Willer is credited with that tackle. Play action from Vidal. They find Boderman. Boderman jukes, steps up, don't have enough. It's 4th and 1, but I think that puts them into Crawford's range. No, it is in punt range still. And so Crawford's going to roid out this punt, and that's going to be a touchback as well. Kraus back to pass. Quick one to Boderman. 2nd and 3. I get why I would have tried as well. The AI will not go for a field goal if the kick power isn't there. So if they didn't do it, it's Crawford couldn't have made it. Couldn't have made it. There's the words. That's something that actually is a feature thanks to our league. And it's a quick 3 and out from a Curry, giving the Nightmares a chance to take the lead. As Boderman gets this one to about the 43. Satan back to pass. Satan again, throwing short to Rebu. And it's 3rd and 6. Minute 30 to go. Satan back to pass. Boderman gets the first down here at the 43. Curry's still not using a timeout. This is dangerous, as Rebu is tackled for a loss there by Solis. Gator Solis with his first tackle of the night, and it's a big one. Del Satan back to pass. On the comeback route, Gunther can't come down with it, though. Millie Willer has been doing everything tonight, getting credit with that deflection. Satan back to pass, and it's a pick here by Boderman. Huge mistake by Valor. Cruz back to pass. Has time, throwing deep. One-on-one coverage, and it's a train as Boderman gets this pick. Let's see if we can go for 3. Satan gives it to Rebu. We're not seeing a trade. 2nd and 5. Satan back to pass. Short one out and just can't get their hands on it. It's 3rd and 5. 9 seconds left in regulation. Satan back to pass. Quick one outside and dropped. It's 4th and 5. And so this punt is likely going to do it as we head into overtime. So let's get some 5s in chat. Colin Porter would be very happy to know that overtime is happening. Curry is going to start with the ball. As a reminder, with overtime rules, it is NFL rules, which means that the Narwhals need a touchdown to walk it off, or a field goal after the first drive. Kraus back to pass. Has time. Finds Boderman. Boderman up the middle. Kraus finds Boderman. It's 2nd and 1. And just Kraus throws that one away, not liking the look of it. It's 3rd and 1. A stop here for the Nightmares is essential as the 6-2 comes out. Kraus under pressure, throwing it and incomplete. It's 4th and 1. I don't know if they bring out Boderman for this. They're staying out on the field. They're liking their odds. It's overtime. You know what? That's the right play. And they give it to Boderman. Boderman outside, can't quite get enough, and it's a turnover on downs. Barcelona has the ball. They just need a field goal now to walk it off. Not sure I would have gone for a run there, but it's a fumble, and Boderman recovers. Kraus finds Boderman. Boderman gets them into short range. Kraus has thrown 228 yards. 43 attempts. And that one's going to be deflected into the ground by Boderman. Kraus back to pass. Short one on a comeback route to Boderman. He's going to get short. It's 3rd and 4. So they're in field goal range. There's always the risk, though, with a 55 accuracy and 55 power Boderman that they shank this. But it doesn't matter as he falls forward. It's 1st and goal. He gets a little shove in the tackle from the Nightmare. Short pass out to Boderman. Boderman makes a man miss. Kraus has time. Throwing short to Boderman. It's 3rd and goal. 6-2 coming in for the Nightmares. They give it to Boderman. Boderman walks it in. That'll do it. A Curry wins 9-6, 9-3. Boderman is your offensive and defensive player of the game. Thank you all for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow as we have our majors games. I will be simming for the rest of the week, and then Dust will be back. So thank you, everyone, and we will see you tomorrow.